casual. Now we are on a live stream.
Live stream is on.
Yeah. You now can see, can see the video of both of us. Now I try to share the slide. If we can see the slide
Try.
successfully, and then that's good. Then we will continue with this.
Can't you just do like last week? Yeah, not a big problem.
Yeah, and then
The market is going up and down right now. Yeah, it's hanging around. BTC hanging around. It went up to 24, nearly 25, then come back down to now it's 1 plus. Yeah.
Yeah, I also don't know what's happening.
ETH went up to 2030 and come back down. Now we are hanging at 1.6 plus, 1,600 plus.
Yeah. ETS now they have they are going to do the match on 15th
1 more
of
month, right?
September.
They're going to do the what's it called? Proof of stake. Yeah.
Yeah, proof of stake, and then it's probably the price go up, but also have some people still worry, and it's possibility can happen correction before that day. That means the price may go down a little bit. And
that'll be opportunist.
okay, and then
yeah.
Now let's say hello to our audience. For thanks for coming to our live stream this morning, and yeah, our audience can find on our description to get the to get the slide link. Then we will discuss about cryptocurrency, discuss about what's happening, and the title today is another red weekly close for the Bitcoin, while rebound is on the high revision. Bitcoin is rebound the works. And a lot of people are asking why the price go down, and one of the biggest threats to the wealth is a rising inflation. Yeah, that's why the U.S. Government try to increase the interest rate, and the last three reports from the Fed have seen inflation rate hit the highest they have ever been in the last 40 years. This understandably triggered the panic among the investor. That's why the price have the correction right now. But we see the 20,000 of Bitcoin is like very firm, and it's may hanging around 21,000, 25,000, and if in a good market it will up to 26,000 above. Yeah, and this day we also hear a lot of FUD news. The FUD news is about the news that may bring the market go down, like the hacking, like some of the breach, some of the issue with this, and they need to adjust, and this bring the panic to the investor. Yeah. And let's keep the FUD news aside, and we discuss some potential news, some news that bring up the market, some news that may bring the investor feel see the new era in the blockchain technology. Yeah. And after that, we may return to some of the discussion as usual. And the next one, we also want to have the news share to you. You may own the SBI holding. SBI Holding is one of the Japan's largest online brokerage, um, and it will establish Bitcoin mining operation in Russia because the sanction with the Russia. Yeah. Um, we hear a lot about SBI Holding, and then we know that uh, they are uh, they are doing the mining in Russia. Yeah, that's why a lot of big bank, big finance institution, they are um, they are running some of the blockchain activity, running some of the mining activity around the world, but they will not disclose. They will not tell anyone until the news coming out. We say, oh, they are mining Bitcoin for a long time, and now they close it because a lot of things happen. They need to manage to control the cash, so they need to close the mining activity. Before they do mining, they earn a lot of Bitcoin. They earn a lot of Bitcoin. Now they decide they they want to find some safety place to overcome this big storm of the inflation when the government try to increase the interest rate. Yeah, Mr. Nicholas, could you share some information to us about uh, information on your slide about BlackRock? Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's
So just a moment before that, you mentioned something about the people mining and making money, and then now
yeah,
the market is slowing down or kind of like meeting some brick walls. So when it's a good time, a lot of people make money. They can make money quietly.
yeah,
So
yeah,
now
that's
that
right.
this sanction going on with Russia, so they all surface and say, oh yeah, because we sanctioned Russia, so this and that. But then again, with all these things that are happening in so to speak bear market in the last few months, you see in the crypto market, you see even though it was bear market, you see some of the big companies, big investment companies, they are investing in collectively about $6 billion of investments into blockchain companies. Yeah, so companies like BlackRock is like one of the world's largest asset manager. They took part in rounds valued at for like 1.2 billion, and then you see Morgan Stanley, you see even Singapore, we have the UOB. We in the next following slide, you see what BlackRock, Morgan Stanley,
Yeah,
Samsung. How much did they put Samsung? Wow, this thing's too small for me to see.
yeah.
Samsung put in like what, nearly a billion. Yeah, nearly a billion.
Samsung,
Then
yeah,
Goldman,
979
yeah,
million,
Goldman Sachs put in about 696 million.
600, yeah,
I don't know
698,
who this BNY man from, where they're from, but PayPal, everyone knows PayPal, right?
yeah,
650 million. They're investing in blockchain companies.
yeah,
Microsoft 477 million. So
yeah,
I'm just naming up some of the more popular ones that everyone knows their name. Tencent, right? 224 million,
Tencent,
24.5 million. Citibank,
Citigroup,
everyone
yeah,
knows Citibank,
Citigroup, yeah,
215 million. UOB Singapore,
yeah,
one of the biggest bank in Singapore, 204 million.
well, from,
Surprisingly, DBS is not in this list. I think they are only dealing with financial money transfer stuff and not investing in companies. Yeah,
yeah,
LG is one of the quite. I wouldn't say they are very popular brand in Korea. They build quite nice and good usable products. American Express, everyone knows this company, 115 billion. So these are the a few of some of the top 40 companies that have been investing and
yeah,
spending a total of $6 billion into blockchain companies, and that happened from last year September to this year June, right? So in a span of
yeah,
9 months, this has been happening, even though the whole world is saying, "Oh, crypto market is bad, it's not doing well, everything is bad, Bitcoin goes below certain amount of money." But these companies, okay, crypto and blockchain, right? These companies
yeah,
are very much interested in how blockchain can help the future. Yeah, so
yeah,
why the money is going into blockchain. Yeah, so of course, with all these things that are going on in the market, you see, you see war happening. You don't want, which obviously we don't want to see war, and then we see another on the east side. We see there are a lot of tensions in the east. Yeah, so hopefully there's no war, and I'm pretty sure that this war may not happen so soon. If it were to
yeah,
happen, hopefully it will not happen. If it happen, I think we will have a lot of problems. Yeah, because it involves China, and of course, talking about China, we have this BRICS, BRICS, BRICS group. Yeah, I think recently they have a meeting, and of course, in the last few years, they have been pushing, or rather, throwing out the idea of creating a new reserve currency, or rather the new world, world reserve currency. Of course, BRICS themselves, they are moving away from US dollar totally. Recently, because BRICS, you have Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. So recently, India and Russia, they have transacted or or, or, or plan to transact uh, oil in India's currency, rupee. Yeah.
yeah,
So of course, you see, because of there's so much things happening in the West and in the Europe, you see the dollar, you see the euro, you see sterling pound not be well, or perhaps maybe it's not enough for the world, or too much. Yeah, so you see so much crisis in the eurozone,
yeah,
that countries in this BRICS group, they want to move away from touching their currency as well. Yeah, you see
mm,
inflation of US dollar going very bad. Just a moment ago, before this, Mr. Richard mentioned something about inflation, right? Yeah,
yeah,
UK, I Googled, in UK, the inflation was like, in July, it hits 10.1%. Wow, 10.1%. And
yeah,
in US, it hit 8.5. I think it went beyond 8.5. I'm not too sure what's the latest one. But anything above 5 is crazy. Anything above 5 in terms of inflation is actually very scary. And
yeah,
it,
that's
it,
right.
drive, it'll drive a lot of government to adopt extreme measures to try to curb the inflation, or try to overcome what they have been losing through inflation. Yeah. So here's the question: since this BRICS group, right, they are planning to have their own reserve currency. The question will always be: will this reserve currency be digital, or like everyone else? Yeah, But I think very likely it'll be digital, because China's Belt and Road Initiative, BRI project, has been, I think the notion has greatly laid upon on the idea of using the digital yuan, which makes transaction much faster. I mean, who will want to, in the imagine in the next 10 years or 15 years or 20 years or 30 years, who will want to go through a transaction that will take 3 days? No, everyone wants the next moment. Yeah,
Yeah,
right now you're transferring your crypto to your friend's wallet. You just want it to happen instantaneously. The
yeah,
moment I click, he receive. That's what I want to see. You know,
yeah,
that's what the world leaders want to see as well. That's what the BRICS country want to see, I believe. Yeah. So the fact that they are trying to, experimenting and exploring different ways of transacting what they have is basically going towards the direction. So I have some ideas here. Earlier on I mentioned something about India, right?
yeah,
This Reserve Bank of India uh, are creating a new set of arrangement to allow companies to settle foreign trade in rupees. Yeah, not just
yeah,
oil. I believe it's probably a lot of other trades as well. So of course, this means that Russia and India companies and organizations, they can trade with each other without using the
yeah,
dollar. No, yeah. So imagine in the past, companies and organizations has been very reliant on the dollars. Of course, when you transact in dollars, this dollar goes to US and come back 2 weeks later to the company, the recipient or whatever, 1 or 2 weeks, something like that. Yeah. So under such kind of arrangement, imagine the bank, of course, let's say the Russian bank, they open a rupee account with Indian bank, and then the Indian bank will open a rubles account in Russia.
yeah,
So they like, oh, if I don't trade with you, I just transfer from here. I don't have
yeah,
to just keep sending here and there. Yeah, and then of course, when they open account, I think it's probably a kind of a 1 billion, a billion dollar level. But of course, when they do trading, what kind of price are they going to set uh, on based on? So of course, since they are part of BRICS, right? They probably and if BRICS have their new reserve currency, right? So they will probably settle their pricing based on the new BRICS reserve currency and not the US dollar. You see the picture, yeah. So
yeah,
so that is why I think even the US now is like planning going on onto CBDC and see what they can do with CBDC as well. Yeah. So of course, with all this, we are anticipating that digital currency will be slowly, surely more widely used
yeah,
than
that's right.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also the same with my thinking. CBDC will one day it will become more popular, and like some of the country explore and do the thing. And just now I received the news that the um, euro rate, that means the euro now is the same rate with US dollar. That means it's,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
it's go down. Yeah, it's go down, and it's an opportunity for a lot of people want to travel to Europe. And if you want to buy something, yeah, it's very good for you. And the reason why, because the inflation rate, the um, some of some of the reason with the Ukraine war is make the rest is go down, and they have a lot of trouble with energy. Yeah, that's why let's hope for the war is finish ASAP. So people will have the warmer in this winter, and then we will come back with the cryptocurrency. Yeah, people worry what's happening with why the markets uh, have the correction is going red, and I also do some research to find some analysts to see how long with this cor- with this correction, and wheel is going down more, and what the reason why the bigger price bottom is not they ask if it dip or still not dip. Yeah, when I go around some of the analysts, they say it's you may remember the rainbow charts, and some of the chart we also share to our audience previously. With the rainbow chart, the price of Bitcoin now is a time to buy. Rainbow chart of the Bitcoin is a time to buy crypto because it's in the deep. Yeah, let me see again with the rainbow chart, because some of the buy, yeah, it's in the blue zone. The blue zone, yeah. uh, the 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 blue zone it say this zone is a buy zone. It's similar with the zone on 2020. On the 2020, when the Bitcoin price is let me see, when the Bitcoin price is around 5,000 on the March of 2020, also in the blue zone, and now it's also going to the blue zone. We
Yeah.
also hope that it will go to another zone more, because now with this blue zone is basically a fire sale. That means the price still is a possibility to buy. If you want, if you can hold, it's a good time for you to hold at this moment. Yeah, yeah. And then we also do the reason. Uh, Also, some of the reason why the price go down is, as we share in the beginning of this live stream, is the first news, and um, some of the bridge have been out of the pack. People asking why it's go out of the pack, because sometimes if you want to make the balance between stable coin with some of the cryptocurrency, but the market go down, that make you lose a lot of cryptocurrency with the stable coin. It's going out of the pack. It's the same thing happened uh, with the some of the bridge at this moment. That's why they need to do some adjustment. Some of the landing portion, they need to adjust to prevent losing the cryptocurrency, because they know the price go down. The price go down now, so people they can use the other coin to buy to get more and more cryptocurrency. So the the landing portion, they lose the coin. That's why they don't want to do like that. They need to do adjustment. That's we bring out of the pack. With the out of the pack, they this will make the investor have a fear, and the price also going down. Yeah, and and when we see the another reason is Bitcoin go down is because of the misjudging the Fed. Bitcoin bull the misjudging the Fed is, yeah, it's uh, because I can hear the little echo from my side, but it's only right. And now because people thinking the Fed will not increase the interest rate to control the inflation, but some of the people, uh, some of the investor expect that uh, Fed will not do it, but they do it. And let me continue with this one. The interest, the periods of Bitcoin upside move continue with. investor growing expectation that inflation had peaked and that Fed would start cutting interest rate as soon as March 2023. Now that means next year the Fed may cut the interest rate. Not this year. It means we also expect from now until the end of this year, the price will hanging around 22,000. Yeah, not going up more. Yeah, the expectation matched from the Fed chair statement from July 27, and he said that at the stage of monetary policy tightening further, Israel will become appropriate to slow the pace of increase while we accept how our cumulative policy adjustments are affecting the economy and inflation. Yeah, they try their best. They try to increase the rest as much as they can to um, to bring down the inflation because it's as current the rate is around 8.5%. Yeah, it's so high. Yeah, it's so high with the 50 years from it's it's nearly the same 40 years ago. Yeah, that's why that's why we also can expect that um, with why the Bitcoin price cannot go up at this moment, and that's why if we have some of the other asset we can just keep it because at this moment it cannot go up until March 2023. Yeah, and that is some of the point we uh, we want to share to our audience the three reasons why the Bitcoin price bottom, uh, why the price Bitcoin of the Bitcoin cannot go up at this moment. Yeah, it will have the wave go up and go down, not so high, like last time. And people know that people see that we are um, in the struggling moment. Yeah, a lot of things happening around the world, and it's bring the fear to the investor. Yeah, that's why in this live stream we not mention a lot in the first news. We just try to let the investor, the people in the cryptocurrency see that to know that the reason why the market go down. And if you have a diamond hand, just keep it, just keep your cryptocurrency and build up for the community. Like if you don't know how to use the wallet and or if you know it, you just share to the people to know it to use. Yeah. Or if you have some token or you have some coin, just share to us, share to our people. But beware of the scam, and we need to do a lot of research to know how to protect yourself. Yeah. And Nicholas, you have something to share to our audience before we can complete our live stream this morning.
Yeah. Basically, just do trade safely. Right now, market may be low, slow and low. But I
It's
think
really slow.
according to what Mr. Richard shared on the rainbow chart, see the rainbow chart, they, they have a few layers, so it goes up and then the price movement will just move in between the chart. So the blue is at the bottom and the red is on the top. So
Yeah.
that's why it's the rainbow color series. Yeah. So the price today now is touching the bottom, which is like it moves up and down in between the rainbow, right? And then now it's touching the bottom. So what Mr. Richard has mentioned earlier is that right now it's good to just hold. I think we can just watch and look. Even if it goes down further, it may not go down too far. That's
Yeah.
what I feel. Yeah,
Yeah.
according to the chart. Yeah. So according to the chart, the only way for it to move forward is to go up next, but the question is when will it move up? So that is why it's a good idea to just hold and watch out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and when it move up, maybe end of this year or next year, it may move up really steep, I believe. Yeah. I'm not too sure, but it looks like what is going to happen. But right now, can it move up? I would, I would, I would say that right now, because of the various factors that we are seeing right now in the market, the wars, the euro crisis, euro as in the euro energy crisis, because of a lot of sanctions.
Yeah.
So, and then you see winter is coming. Yeah. So since winter is coming, a lot of European countries, a number of European countries now, they are kickstarting their coal plant already. Yeah. Instead of
Yeah.
burning gas, they are burning coal. Then what
Yeah.
happened? Green energy thing. I'm not too sure. But to stay warm is the most important thing. That's for sure. Everyone needs to stay warm. Yeah, during the
Yeah,
winter.
that's right.
So everyone needs the energy. So in fact, Russia, the Nord Stream, recently they just cut for 3 days. They just shut down the
Yeah.
pipeline for 3 days. Of course, they will say maintenance, but you, the way I look at it,
Yeah.
the West keep sanctioning me. I'll just cut and see what we will do. you know.
Yeah.
So that's what I think these guys are thinking right now. Yeah. So because this guy telling the world to sanction Russia, and then Russia is supplying gas to uh, Europe. Yeah. So a lot of gas to Europe, in fact. Yeah. So all they need is just cut. Uh, if they don't like, they just cut.
Yeah.
So then you have trouble. Then you have to go back to burning coal. You have to go back to a lot of basics. Yeah. So of course, why are they using coal and not using nuclear power plant? Because at one period of time, this guy on the West, they are telling the world, no, please don't use nuclear. I don't know why. Yeah, but because by the way, nuclear is one of the better ways to generate power, I believe, because
Yeah,
it
it's
can last a long time.
also but dangerous for
It's
the
dangerous,
yeah.
definitely dangerous. Something
Yeah.
happened to the power plant, like this guy here, Japan. If
Yeah.
something were to happen to the power plant, like for example, tsunamis come and then destroy half the earth, and then
Yeah.
problem, problem with a lot of radiation. I think it is also good to stay away from nuclear power plant or nuclear powered
Yeah.
technology or whatever. Yeah, but the thing is that gas, you know gas is a main thing, main argument right now. Yeah. So until this crisis is over, until this even the Ukraine war is over, I
Yeah.
don't think we can see a good spike. What I mean by good spike is the price will really go up and stay there. I think it will take some time. Yeah. Let's see. Let's hope that the Ukraine war can end quickly. uh,
Yeah.
let's hope that uh, less people will suffer. Yeah, because when there's war, there will be definitely people suffering, and I think let's hope for less of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
and of course, if you are investing in some alternative currency, please do your own research. Uh, I'm pretty sure there'll be new projects coming up in the market, but do your research properly, and then of course, see their background, see their team's background, and see what
Yeah.
project plan to do. All right. Thank you for joining us. We hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, okay. See you on our next live stream. We will discuss more information. If you want us to find some information for you or try to discuss in some other information, just let us know, and we will do it. We welcome you join with our live stream too. Okay, see you in our next live stream. Bye bye.